So what's going on, guys and girls? It's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As always, I want to thank you for the support we've been getting on the recent videos. It's amazing and I really appreciate it. I didn't record much of my weekend league gameplay at all this weekend because we had 29 games to play on the Sunday night, but we still managed it. And amazingly, we ended up going Elite 1, 34-6. But I honestly feel like if I spread out my games a bit more, I have a chance at top 100, because the reason I lost like 3 of my games on the Sunday night was because I had to play them all so close to each other. Like, I went on a 3-game losing streak, but I am finding it hard to fit everything into a schedule because I have to make videos for you guys on a daily basis. I have all of my A-levels to do and 40 weekend league games to play. So I'm constantly working and I never really catch a break, to be honest with you. But anyway, with that aside, guys, today we're going to be talking about how you can get more wins in the weekend league and explaining more of the psychological side opposed to gameplay, because we go on about that a lot and I feel like there's things people don't take notice of which they should take notice of. But before we get into that, guys, I would appreciate it if you could all drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any videos like this one. We are well on the road to 6,000 subscribers. It would honestly mean a lot if you did subscribe. And with that aside, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. So when we talk about winning in FIFA and getting better at the game, people assume it's about having an amazing team, playing the game 24/7, completely trying your balls off. And yes, that does have quite a major effect, but not quite as much as the things I'm about to tell you, which are, like I said, psychological things. I'm going to start with a little question to help you understand where I'm coming from when I say this. But think to yourself, do you play better when you're in a good mood opposed to when you're in a bad mood? Because I'd assume you do. And the reason that is because FIFA is a massive test of your mental state. If you're frustrated, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna lose possession, you're gonna give away silly goals, and you're gonna get really annoyed at the game. Like, I can tell you, when I'm in a really good mood and nothing's gonna ruin my day, the cheese in the game does not annoy me. But when I'm on a bad day, I'll start throwing things. So already I hope you can start to see what effect your mood has on the game. Like, I can guarantee you, if you had a team of Messi, Ronaldo, Suarez and all them mega players and you were in a bad mood, the chances are you'd probably lose the game. And your breaking point to when something bad happens in the game is definitely a lot lower when you're mad. So my first tip to help you get more wins in the weekend league is play when you're in a good mood. Play when you're not frustrated. Play when you're not stressed out with the world. Because I'm able to compare how I play when I'm frustrated to how I play when I'm completely relaxed, and believe it or not, guys, I play much better when I'm relaxed, as I'm sure many of you do. So, play when you're relaxed. Now, the next thing I'm going to mention seems really obvious, but people don't take notice of it. And it is to take breaks after you play a few games. Like, even if you're on a, let's say, 7-game winning streak, you need to take a break, because the chances are you're not as focused as when you first started playing, because it's impossible to stay concentrated for that long. And just taking these small breaks in between games will help you regain concentration and relax your mind for a bit, so you're not as tired when you play more games. So in short, guys, you need to take breaks in between games just to refresh yourself a bit. Now, the next thing is something very important and is a major reason why people never get what they can actually achieve in FUT Champs, including me at times, and it is time management. Now, to perform well in the weekend league, you really do need to spread out your games as much as possible, so that when you do play them in short bursts, you're making sure you're playing your best FIFA. Like, from about 7 o'clock yesterday, I played 29 games of FUT Champions till about 3 in the morning, and somehow went 24-5, but that was not the best way to do it. And this is why I said maybe I could have got top 100 if I spread my games out. Because when I started getting tired and losing games, I could not afford to take breaks because I had to get through my games. And it did take a bit of a hit on my record, but amazingly we did get Elite 1, so I hope you guys are all proud of me. me. We're currently going off about 2 hours sleep, but you know, we're going strong. Don't worry about it, guys. But anyway, back on topic, it's important to manage your games and spread them out, because if you don't, you get yourself into that predicament where you're rushing them, you're getting stressed because you're not winning and stuff like that. You start rushing your games and it just all turns out to be a bit of a mess and you get really angry. You know how it goes. The odd hole in your wall as well. But yeah, you get the point. You need to spread out your games as much as possible, which is why I'm surprised EA don't always put the weekend league on Mondays as well, because that weekend where they put it on Mondays, I was like able to get through my games easy because they're so spread out. I honestly just don't get why they don't extend it for that extra day. It's really useful. That previous point kind of links into my next one, which is to never play when you're tired. Because when you become tired, your reaction times decrease, you become a lot lazier, you make a lot of mistakes, become frustrated a lot easier as well. You start becoming wasteful in possession and missing your chances and passing it straight to your opponent. I'm sure you've all felt this before. And you just can't play as well as you can when you're not tired. So it is definitely important to play your games when you're wide awake and not fatigued in any way, shape or form. Because not only do you just play better, you seem to have a lot more fun as well because you're more creative on the ball. Like, it's just more fun in my opinion. Like, when I'm awake and playing the game, I find it really fun. But yeah, just take note that it is important to play when you're awake and not when you're really tired. Now the next thing is one which is really hard to grasp, and it is to know when to put the controller down and turn off your console. Because I kid you not guys, this self-discipline will massively improve your record. So let me tell you when to put your controller down and turn off the game. Basically, I'm sure you've all had them games where you're absolutely dominating your opponent, like you're firing shots at his goal, hitting the post, hitting the bar, and then he hits you on the counter attack in the 90th minute and it like deflects off your defender, falls back into the path of his striker, and then he taps it in. Or is that just me? I'm pretty sure it happens to everyone. And it makes you want to hit your nose through the back of your skull, right? And whenever this happens, whenever you get a game like that, you need to have the discipline to say, no, I need a break, I'm angry, I can't play another game right now. Because if that previous game is playing on your mind, even in the slightest in the next game, you're going to lose. Like, there's a very good chance you're going to lose, and it's going to hurt your record even more, and you become even more frustrated, and it's more like a snowball effect. So knowing when to stop, when to take a break, when to put the controller down and say, you know what, I need to regroup, I need to calm down. This will massively improve you as a player, and especially your record, because like knowing when to put the controller down, if you're not rushing into your next game, there's a better chance you're not going to lose if you come back 10 minutes later and play it. So in short guys, make sure you leave your console alone for a bit after you take a frustrating loss or even just play an intense game, and you will notice some major benefits, I promise. Now the next thing is something even I struggle to do, and it is accept the rubbish which the game throws at you. Like, I don't even think I need to explain this one. We're talking about the deflections, the kickoff goals, the stupid penalties, the penalties not being given, your players falling over, running into the goalkeeper, just everything like that. You really have to try your best to accept it, because you getting angry at it, that's not going to help the situation. In fact, that's just going to put you at an even worse disadvantage. So as bad as this sounds, if you can get used to that being in the game, you will become a much better player, because you'll keep your composure when that kind of thing happens and have more of a chance of getting yourself back into a game. Which is, if you don't mind me saying, what really divides the elite players from the gold players. Elite players are much more composed than gold players. Like, gold players are probably just as good on the ball and just as good at playing the game. They just lack that mental ability to keep calm and that kind of thing. Take control of games. So if you can grasp that these errors are part of the game and get used to it, you will win a lot more games and you will be a lot less of an angry player. Anyway guys, so to recap what we've been over in this video, we talked about how you need to take breaks in between your games so that you don't lose your concentration, how you need to spread out your games as much as possible so that you're not rushing them on the last day, how you should not play when you're tired because you won't play as good as when you're not tired, to know when to walk away from your console, and how to stay composed at the cheese in this game. The thing is guys, there's a lot more I could probably talk about as well, but I feel like these are the main things other than gameplay and stuff like that. And I thought it was really necessary to make this video because I don't see that many people explaining this as a part of how to improve your game. All I see is how to improve your passing and stuff like that, which does help, but it's not everything. Because most players do have the skills to play well, it's just that they lack the consistency because of their time management and stuff like that. But anyway guys, that just about does it for this video. If you have enjoyed or found this video informative, I would appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and help me reach 6,000 subscribers because that would be absolutely awesome. Also be sure to leave any comments and suggestions down in the comment section below because I read all of your comments. It's something I enjoy to do in my spare time. And with that aside guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a very good day and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.